Hey people, this is today's tracking and data satellites. At least some of them, but again, look at the grid. It's the IT system going on here. Here's another one. I'm just saying. Oh, okay, so let's see. Here, this is what we're looking at. So I selected a few. I don't even know, you guys, which ones I should be selecting. I'm just hitting in the dark here. But these, Starlink seems to be a big tracker. So I've got Starlink with the tracking and data. Oh, maybe I should take that one off, the GPS. Let's take that off. Okay, look at it, lightened it up. When I took off the GPS, it lightened it up a bit. And then I added experimental. So we're looking now at the experimental satellites. Okay, so experimental tracking and data, Starlink. Well, look at that. So it's not, so the GPS does take up a lot. Let's pull this map down because we don't care about these people. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, you guys. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow, look at this. We got a little group cluster here. So again, look at that grid. Look at the configuration. And what I find to be somewhat funny is look at these arrows that they have. I kind of covered this a little bit yesterday, but the arrows, look, they don't have anything attached to them. It's just to make us think that that things go way up north and around the world in that way. It's funny. Look at, no satellite is attached to that. I mean, what tricksters. Oh God. Okay. Oh my. So seriously though, let's follow someone specific. Let's see. Well, they're all Starlink. Starlink's busy today. Ooh, let's do Starlink 10 because 10 in Gematria. Oh, that's 1091. I see. Okay. There's. Ooh, let's try that one because 10 in Gematria is CDC. So let's see if they're up to anything fun. Let's see, yep, 10. Okay. So 1066 is attached to Air Force Test Range, the United States. That's where it was launched from. Oh, look how busy they've been over my neck of the woods. So an hour ago, 6 minutes ago, 4 hours away. I'm so lucky. And 6 hours. I'm so glad to know that someone cares and that they'll visit me so often. Look at this. So if you want to look at the constellations, this is this was the pass that Starlink 1066 made. 10 minutes ago over my house. So it looked like that. Oh, yeah, that's what. Oh, speaking of, you guys, look at this. This is something kind of interesting I found. If I can find it again, I'll share it. Okay, do you guys remember the video I did just, I think, last week about the U.S. Senate committee hearings that they had on the federal response for the COVID thing, that update? So it was on, I guess it was on September 23rd, and I covered it, I think, October 5th, but so I'm a little late. But anyhow, in this video, well, in this meeting, Patty Murray actually mentioned, she said that the CDC, she said on Friday, the CDC quietly updated another guidance, she said guidance, identifying aerosols as the common route of transmission of the virus that causes COVID-19. So that's why I was actually covering this. But in the meantime, I believe it was Robert Casey who mentioned the 11 deaths an hour, and he made a big deal about that. Okay, sorry, I think I just skipped out there, but sorry about that. I'm having technical difficulties. So Robert Casey mentioned the 11 deaths an hour, and he made a big deal about that. And so the cost of inaction, 11 deaths an hour, and where they had this little thing just kind of made me laugh. And he looked like a I still think it's funny. So anyhow, I put a little pirate patch on his eye. And what's weird is the next day I found this book. Hang on, I'll show you. Sorry, that got messed up. So anyhow, I saw this book in my attic. Look at, it was just right there. And I didn't even know I had this. So I just thought it was kind of funny. Oh, I'm having technical difficulties today. But anyhow, inside this book about the pirates, look, here's our map. Here's our same little map that all of our little satellites are getting to fly over. So, okay, so this is all fun and games, but so I saw the word pirates. Jeez, okay, so I saw this. I can't show the rest of this picture because I might get flagged, but anyhow, in here, it was interesting. I read this. A galley of rogues who made war on the world. And in here it says, I am a free prince, boasted pirate Charles Bellamy to the captain of a Boston merchantman captured off of South Carolina in 1717. And listen to this. And I have as much authority to make war on the whole world as he who has 100 sail of ships at sea and an army of 100,000 men in the field. So it's like they've got this right, you know. It's kind of like these little narcissists that we have today running the world. They just feel that they have just authority to make war on the whole world. Anyhow, I thought the pirate theme seems to run kind of thick through our culture. And look at this little symbol. There's your little star, and it's got the little X. And I really don't want to get in trouble for anything inappropriate, so I had to cover up his face. But look at the X here in this wood carving. Look at the X right there. It seems to be a common theme. Here's a little Steed or Stead Bonnet. Look, there's a little pirate axe, and oh my, what is happening with his sword? Oh goodness. Here's a wood carving of Edward England, and look at the little one-eye theme going. At least they're consistent. Oh, and is that the British flag? I don't know. But that's Howell Davis. And look at this poor little fella. He's kind of got a little face mask on. Look at that. So, kids' body hanged. They said that they'd rather blow themselves to hell rather than be hanged by drying. Look at this neat little painting. So, look at that flag. Kind of like Sweden or Swiss, right? And here's a lovely little wood carving. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, goodness sakes. But actually, though, this what goes with this picture here, because it's actually not George, it says costume more like a courier than like a seagoing cutthroat, Kidd kicks his family Bible into a sandy grave in this 1837 depiction of one of the legends about the star-crossed captain. The story has it that Kidd launched his piratical career by burying the book near Plymouth Sound. So, wow, even way back then there was a weird, interesting theme to kick the Bible. Things just don't change. Okay, now here's the Dutch East India Company. And look, there's still your X's. You got your little triangle pyramid. And you got the 3 little stars. So the trilateral still going on there. We're not going to be in the book too much longer. But emblems to strike terror on the seas. And you've got your, wow, looks like a skull and crossbone. That also looks like the belly of a black widow spider right there. Interesting. Remember that, you guys. So you got your little skull and crossbones, and here's your little 3 trilateral guys. Skull and crossbones, and look at this, Blackbeard without his panties on. Okay, and anyhow, there's remember that little Black Widow thing? And wasn't it under Obama's watch that he bought all those guillotines? God, look at all the heads. Look at all the heads. Okay, so back to the, here's our little snake and the serpent. Okay, and so this was Time Life Books. Look at that, Time Life Books. The anagram is belief mistook. And the pirates, let's see here. Look at the pirates. There can be IP theaters, like we don't get enough of that on our computers, right? IP are the IT rapes. So that can be the information technology that we're getting screwed over by. Okay, just one more picture. So here's under Charles Bellamy, the one that said that he has a right to cause war. Here's more X's. Look at the chaos going on in the streets. This person's being put in a coffin. Little baby's having a bad day there. Wow. So Charles Bellamy, that's what he said. I am free, I'm a free prince, and I have as much authority to make war on the whole world as he who has 100 sail of ships at sea and an army of 100,000 men in the field. And then when I looked at the gematria of his name, it's marketh the hour. Remember that TikTok thing that guy said, 11 deaths an hour, that Senate, the Democrat guy, the Senate hearings? Anyhow, it's ventilator, financial reset, stock market, I'm in radiation, a radiation, energy signal. Sorry about this camera work or lack of. November 9, so I thought that was interesting. 11/9 or 9, the other one. Image of the beast. Quantum field Q. It's like I wondered what the Q's were about, and question mark. So anyhow, that was just the gematria aspects of this. Okay, sorry I keep jumping and having technical difficulties, but anyhow, so I went to the pirate. When you think of pirate, who do you think of? Peter Pan. And Peter Pan, the anagram is perpent, or perpent, like serpent. So perpent means a large stone passing through the entire thickness of a wall from one side to another. It's kind of weird, huh? Anyhow, Look at, here's Peter Pan. There's that X. They always have to have that X. And there's another little X in the background in that wall with the little swirlies. That's kind of weird. But I'm getting off track here. Okay, so pirate to Peter Pan, perpent through a large stone passing through an entire thickness of a wall from one side to another. I thought that was weird. Does that remind you of like a meteorite or something? Meteor? But we go to Trump Wall. It's kind of weird how they broke that up there, huh? Here's Trump Wall, commonly referred to as the wall. And when we look at the wall in gematria or gematria, it means world in gematria. The number's 1054. And the word build the wall, hang on a sec, I'll tell you that. Okay, so when you think of the wall, don't you think of Donald Trump recently? Probably. I mean, the wall. Build the wall. So Trump went to school. I found this is... Oh, we're going to look at her. Okay, so Trump, his alma mater was Wharton School. And I kind of felt like Wharton and Hogwarts were very close together. And Hogwarts is Harry Potter's school for wizardry, witchcraft, magic. Oh, and just a little side note, just isn't she beautiful, Melania? But what I did notice, look at the little spider web behind her. She's not his handler, is she? I don't know. All three wives are into, or at least two are into movies and whatever. That's a side note. But that Black Widow, remember, you guys, remember that pirate thing I had you look at? It looked like a Black Widow spider, Black Widow's mark. Remember that one? That Black Widow mark? I just thought it was weird. And beautiful as she is, she might just be a handler. But back to the story of the wall. So just out of curiosity's sake, when I wanted to look at what build the wall meant in gematria, Antichrist, look to Harry. So when you look at Trump's school, it's Wharton, and that means a throne, but it could be, I mean, that's throne, it's spelled weird, but looks like a throne, like the royal throne. And then Hogwarts, it means as growth. Wargoth, Warghost, Harry Potter school. The wall equals world in gematria, among other things. And build the wall. Antichrist, look to Harry. That's kind of weird, I thought. Okay, so I know I'm twisting around and everything, but that Peter Pan, the perpent, meaning the large stone passing through the entire thickness of the wall from one side to another, I thought that was weird. Then I'm thinking, well, perpent and serpent are kind of interesting. And I looked at this, you guys, this Ohio, that serpent mound in Ohio. Just look at this, hang on. Have you guys seen this? It's interesting. I mean, this whole art, just think about it. Our whole, just seems like everyone's so focused on the dark. Not that I'm not, right? But I'm looking, trying to see it through other people's eyes, but I wanted to show you this. Okay, so this little serpent mound here, it's in Peebles, Ohio. Is that could be like Peoples. Okay, so here it is in Ohio. We're going to zoom in. Let's see. Well, that's weird. Look what's kind of nearby. That's weird. And it's by Ruin Road. let's back up a little bit. So we've got this, and it takes you to Ruined Road. We're just gonna, and then here's Big Stone Road, like Perpint, right? The big stone that goes to the wall. Okay, so I'm going to read you a few of these streets or the roads on this map that I saw near the mound, the Serpent Mound. So the map shows a Serpent Mound it's above Adams, which moves up to Peoples, that's like people, us, crosses over the 32nd or 32 highway to the right of Seaman, like little pirate, Seaman, and to the right of that is Cemetery Road, and Marble Stony Road, Savage Road, Weasel Run, and then there's Horner Chapel, Horn, and below that, State Route 73 is Angel, 73. So, yeah, Angel 73. I just thought that was weird. Wallace Road, like Wall Ace, like as in Trump. While we get clubbed. It's on a club. Nobody has a heart. Okay, so let me go look at, I just thought that everything that was around this map is just sort of strange names. Yeah, so off this 32nd or 32 highway, you go up and there's the Cemetery Road. And there's the Owl Hollow. Near the Owl Hollow, you got a bee branch, kind of like the hive. We're getting a little closer, so there's Adams Lake. So Adams, like isn't it Adam and Eve? You got Mineral Springs Road on each side. There's 88. And 88 in Gematria's card, like a trump card. We're getting a little closer. So then you go up here to Steam Furnace Road, which if you've looked at any of my earlier videos, I know the American Tower, which is a 5G cell tower, the anagram for that is New Crematoria, American Tower. So there's, you got your Steam Furnace Road. Now over to the east a little bit, you've got a Pine Gap Road, like the pineal gland. Could be pushing it there a little bit. There's your 32nd highway there. They love that number. Bacon Flat. You got the Locust Grove Cemetery. Locust, I'm sure that's in the Bible somewhere. So on the Cemetery Road. You got your Conley Road to kind of go with that Pine Road, the pineal gland, pine cone. You got the Marble Furnace Road. We're getting hotter. There's the Marble Furnace. Like, do the Masons use marble ever or just bricks? I don't know, but Marble Furnace Road. We're getting hotter. We're moving up Savage Road. There's Frump Lane, like Frump rhymes like Trump. Your Seaman Road again, like your Pirates. Crooked Creek, we're getting closer. It sounds like Hillary's been here. Here's your Wallace Road, like Wall Ace. 73, you know, 7 plus 3, 10. 10 is CDC in the Gematria, equals CDC. Here's your Horner Chapel, horn like the Devils. And there's your Serpent Mound State Memorial. We'll go look at that closer. I mean, I don't mean to sound so cynical here, but it just seems like after a while, are all these names just by accident? And all these little symbols, you know, that little crown. Do you see that little crown there? I mean, are they all just innocent, or do you think that some of these things were planned? So here's that Serpent Mound. Look, you got your little twirly thing here. They love the little spiral. You know what that symbolizes, right? it's pedophilia. So here's a little serpent. And it ends again with another little circular thing. That even looks like a snake tongue. Like there's its head and there's its tongue. Here's a little bit better of a picture, but you've got that. It's so symbolic. Anyhow, they put a lot of energy to showing this. I just thought this was interesting. So build the wall. Antichrist, look to Harry, you know, Harry Potter, who went to the Wharton school. Or no, wait, that was Trump. Wharton, Hogwarts is Harry Potter. And build the wall. You know the anagram for that? Lullabied, THW. So you know what lullabied is, right? THW. And when you look at THW, I don't even know how you pronounce that. Technish Hillsworth? So like technicians work? I don't know, let's see. Okay, so Technicians Hillsworth. Sorry about the jerky. So build the wall is lullabied THW. So THW is a federal authority which is part of the Federal Ministry of the Interior. And guess what? They've got 66 regional offices. Yeah, so that's their logo. I mean, it's not exactly the like, but look at this. Well, I do find it funny that Trump's been compared to Blackbeard. I guess when he took North Korea's ship and took all the coal.